up, everybody? This is your girl Cece, where it begins magazine, and usually my co-host be on here, Mickey Monday, but he's out today. But we have a special guest, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself and who she is and what she does.
So where it begins with the beautiful Cece. My name is Sophia Maria. I'm a singer, wife, mom, and coming soon t-shirt maker out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I am in the Latino market, crossover pop, and I'm excited to speak with you today.
Awesome, and thanks for being on our platform. But what made you want to be a singer?
Oh my gosh, well, I started when I was about 5 years old. I remember I was always singing around the house, and my dad was watching Star Search one day, and he was like, do you want to sing? Do you want to do this? And then, of course, I was just absolutely, I want to get into it. So I was lucky enough to meet this amazing vocal coach. Her name was Helen Joy. And she put me in, pageants, competitions, singing in the church choir, just to really expose myself to performing in front of crowds and performing. And one day I was on a competition, and there was these producers in the audience, and they had connections to this woman named Rhonda Badikian, who at the time was managing a group called Hanson. I don't know, they had that song like, so I don't know, hopefully they're doing well, I'm sure they are. So she ended up picking me up with L.A. Reid and performing for him, and he signed me to Arista Records when I was 13, and had a development deal with him, and then, went so on, performing with Evelyn Champagne King, Zach Denise Williams, MC Magic, through PCG concert groups, and I've been doing it ever since. So I started at a young age. I just always knew it was something I wanted to do, because even I guess my parents said even when I was a baby, I was humming. Supposedly I was humming, so.
Hey, you came out ready.
I was ready, girl, and I haven't stopped. I probably need to, but I haven't stopped.
I got you. Well, let's talk about your single that you just dropped.
Yes, I would love to. So I'm really excited about this new single. It's called You Make Me Cry. And throughout the 20 plus years I've been in the industry, I've always co-wrote all my music. And this was the first time I was able to take a song and write it myself and produce it myself. And even with the video, my friend Carlos Torres, you can find him on IG, Carlos Torres Films. Me and him directed the video together. Alan Beck is also a part of the song and the video, and is helping me push it out. He's the executive producer of the song. And I'm excited. It's a song really about getting in your feels, being in a relationship with someone that maybe did you wrong. And it's like one of those things where, a woman or a man goes out and they lose their family and their children and the relationship they have for that one moment, that one night. And I'm sure, sadly, it's very relatable. I've been through it in past experiences. I know, friends and stuff that have gone through it. So it's definitely an in your feels song, and you should check it out. It's available on all music platforms, iTunes, Apple Music. It's called You Make Me Cry, and my YouTube channel, the video is up under my channel, Sophia Maria 702. And yeah, check it out. I know you heard it, and I'm just happy that you liked it. That was a big thing. I know. Shout out to Mimi Ivy, who introduced me to you through Clubhouse.
Yes. The song is dope. The video was dope. It's real sexy. I was like, I like this. And I'm more of an artsy person, so I'm like, okay.
Thank
so
you.
Who are your top 5 singers?
Oh, I love Ariana Grande, Jasmine Sullivan, Kiki Wyatt, Usher. I love Tori Kelly, Jessie J. I love these artists because I think I'm a good singer, but I think they're on a different level. Their runs, like Jasmine Sullivan, Kiki Wyatt, Tori Kelly, they do these runs that I cannot do for the life of me. And I just really think that it's amazing talent to be able to do that and move your vocal cords in every which way all over the keyboard. So I can listen to them all day, every day. And I think they're just the best of the best. So yeah.
You can't do it. You'll get there. You'll get there. I'm trying to practice on it.
I have it at we'll definitely keep trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I see that you're going to be in a film. Are you able to talk a little bit about the film that you're going to be in?
So I can't speak too much of it, but I
Okay.
recently did a song with my friend AC the promoter. We have a few songs out called Hey Girl, Take Your Picture, and we did a song called End of Time with MC Magic. And the director of the video, his name is Rock Daniels. He's an amazing, iconic director. He actually made an independent film that hit really big in theaters a couple years ago called The System. You definitely have to check that out. So this is a comedy. It's a comedy film about a guy trying to make it big in the TikTok world and make a video go viral. And it's really hilarious. And I play this crazy Latina, of course, that, you know, is in a relationship. And I can't speak too much of it, but I'll definitely be posting on my IG, Sophia Maria 702, when it will be coming out. And I'm really excited about that. And this was the first time I was really kind of tapping into the acting world. I've done like musicals, commercials, but this was like my first real acting thing. And I beyond loved it. I was lucky enough that there's a couple more opportunities coming up that I can't speak of, but are going to be happening in the acting world. So I'm just super stoked and excited to be kind of tapping into this new journey, I guess you could say.
Right. Well, congratulations. You sound so excited about it. And that's good, you know, to further your singing and now acting career. Go, girl. You just on it. Congratulations.
Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm excited.
So what has been one of your biggest accomplishments you have had so far in your career?
I would say for me, the biggest accomplishment that stands out the most, as you know, I've been performing and singing since I was about 5 years old, and I was always singing other people's songs, cover songs, recording my own songs, but on stage singing covers. And I remember me and MC Magic, almost back 8-10 years ago, wrote a song called Forget About Her, and it was hit #1 at 40 different stations across the US at the time, independently. And I remember I was doing my first show coming out of that song, Forget About Her, and it was in McAllen, Texas. I was opening for Baby Bash. And I remember my manager at the time, Big D, who manages MC Magic, was like, everyone's gonna know your song when you get there. And I was just like, no, there's no way. I don't know what that feeling is like. And I just remember like me and Basher in the limo, we pull up, he gets out, everyone starts screaming. I get out like as dead as heck, like no, no one recognized me. Like no one knew who I was. But anyways, like when I ended up getting on stage and actually singing the song Forget About Her, they knew the song. So I wasn't famous for like they knew me, but they knew the song and they sang the song, and it was just an amazing experience. And at one point I ended up like just getting on my knees and crying because it was just so overwhelming, the fact that, you know, 15 plus years later, you know, I finally got that chance to experience that. So to this day, McAllen, Texas show, singing Forget About Her for the first time, that was definitely, will always be my biggest accomplishment in music. In life, you know, reality, my kids, Trey, Tyson, and Gigi are, of course, my #1 ultimate biggest accomplishment. So, yeah.
Okay. I love it. But behind the scenes, you know, everybody wants to be an artist. Everybody wants to be a singer. Everybody wants to be a rapper. But what makes you different than everybody else? What makes your music stand out? What's different about your music than others?
Say that I've always kept my sound, and I guess the type of songs that I write and sing the same since day one. And it's all based on you know, relationships and feelings, and I guess just anything that's real that you go through. And yeah, I would just say I've always just kind of been the same image and the same person and artist since day one. Just keeping it real, I guess.
So what would you say what is your biggest challenge that you have being an artist and, you know, getting your music out?
I would say definitely being a mom. You know, knowing what it is to pursue music, you know, younger and not having children, it's a lot easier to move around. It's easier to be, you know, living out of a suitcase, constantly staying at different hotels and performing at venues. Even having the extra money to like record and put this out and promote this. So being a mother of three, which is my biggest blessing, it's also a challenge because, you know, I can't move around as much as I would like to. Or if I'm somewhere, you know, I try to bring the kids with me, and it's a lot, you know, financially, you know, times hit hard with COVID, and I was out of work, you know, performing, you know, in Vegas or doing promos and, you know, touring and stuff. So money was tight. And of course, everything that I have goes, you know, to my kids first. So it's definitely been a challenge, but I've been able to organize myself to the point where I can say no to things, I can say yes to things. I have more of an organized schedule to where I'm not, you know, giving myself such a short rope to hang on, and, you know, making sure that my kids are taken care of first, and then music fits in when it can, and I'm just trying to make it work, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
I see myself continuing to make music. I see myself really doing more of the acting. My oldest son, actually, Trey, he's 8. He just finished doing Kids Say the Darndest Things with Tiffany Haddish, and he like had the best time ever, and he really wants to tap into that world. Also, him and my son Tyson are in baseball. My daughter's in dance, so continuing to put them in all their activities. And I'm coming out with a t-shirt line. So back in, like, I'm gonna date myself, but like MySpace days, I was always saying blessings and besitos, which means blessings and kisses. And it's always been my hashtag tagline forever. So I'm coming out with a t-shirt line. This is what the t-shirts somewhat look like. Blessings and besitos.
I love it.
And I'm definitely sending you one, Cece. So you will have one. But we're going to be having that. That should be ready. We're working with a solid promo print group out here in Vegas. So we're going to be getting these t-shirts. We'll also be having hats, coming out booty shorts. And you can find that and look for that on Sophia Maria Management at gmail.com or Sophia Maria Merch at gmail.com. So that's all on my IG. Go to my IG, Sophia Maria 702. And you can put your order in for the t-shirts. I'm going to start promoting those more soon. And yeah, just tapping into trying to make some side money. And when we're going to start doing the shows, I'll start touring. I'm going to be opening up for Ice Cube at the Orleans Arena it was in October, got moved to December.
Okay.
And then we'll be doing a show. So I'm going to be having all of these there to sell. So I'm excited about that. But yes, I'll be sending you one.
Do you have more details on the show that you're opening up for with Ice Cube in December? Do you have more details on it, or you don't have all the details for it?
I don't have all the details yet, but it's gonna be in December. It just got moved to December, so I'm not sure the exact date. It'll be at the Orleans Arena, and it's through PCG Concert Group, but I'll have it posted within the next month or two. I'll actually have the flyer and I'll post it up on my IG. But I'm excited.
Look at you, see? Everything's working out. Congratulations. I'm so proud.
Excited. I'm so stoked.
But let's get a little personal. What's a fun fact about yourself?
A fun fact is probably like, I don't know. I don't even know if this is considered fun. I just like, I love honestly, like I love to read. I could literally sit there and read books for hours on it. I can go through a whole book. Yeah, that's about it. I love to color. This is kind of weird, but I have like stacks and stacks of coloring books. And I like to just like sit there and I'll color with my kids. And I like to color. Yeah. Is that fun? I don't even know if that's fun.
Well, it's something different, you know, because I'm a bookworm myself, so I go through books like crazy. So I love reading. I also got my own book club and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that.
But that's a fun fact about yourself. So what do you do on your spare time? You know, when you're not working and you're not working on your businesses and building your t-shirt brand, what are you doing in your fun time?
Always working out. I love to, yeah, I'm constantly working out. Love to be going on hikes. Like I said, coloring is my thing. I'm like a health guru, so like I love to do anything that's like out in nature. Even like if it's just like taking one of the kids to the park if they're not in school, and then like we'll be out there coloring and take a nap. Like it's yeah, definitely that. But also in my spare time too, I love to dance. I used to teach ballroom for a couple of years when I was younger. So whenever I get the chance, obviously a lot of things were closed, but me and the girls would always go like, to salsa nights and stuff like that. I love to once in a while get out and just hit the dance floor, and anytime like girl, if I'm out and someone's playing music, there could be no one up, but I will find a space somewhere in the corner to dance, and I'll be that one female that's just dancing in the corner. That's me. I love to dance. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. Go out and enjoy yourself.
Oh yes.
So, do you have, other than those events, are you doing anything virtual that you do maybe on IG or anything that you're doing virtual?
Anything like that. A few things have come up, but maybe I will for sure. Maybe like some live shows and stuff like that.
Okay, all right. So are you working on any, I know you have a lot of singles, but are you working on an album?
Album, but we're going to be streaming singles. So the next song that I have coming out is called Demons. And the amazing, iconic DJ Science, who also did the Hey Girl track with me and AC and MC Magic, and he also produces a lot of Baby Bash's beats and stuff like that, production. So he ended up mixing the song for me. This amazing, talented young man, KG Cold, did the beat, and he also did the beat for You Make Me Cry. So I'm excited that'll be coming out next. I have another song that I just finished. His name's DJ Wino. He did that song, This Is How You Do It. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, I don't know if
Is that Montel Jordan?
Montel Jordan, yeah. So me and him have a song coming out soon. So we're just doing like kind of single at a time.
Okay. I see you doing all kind of stuff.
I organized, but maybe I'm not.
Exactly. But who are some people you want to collab with? Like who would you like to collab with or open up for?
Like dream collab or like reality? Like dream, I'm just gonna throw this out in the atmosphere, in the universe. I am amazed by Bruno Mars. I would love to collab with him. I just love the way he writes music and produces and lays down his vocals. I think to me, he reminds me of like the male Beyonce. Like Beyonce, she can sing, she can dance, she can act, And to me, that's Bruno Mars for me. So I would personally love to collab with him, and I'm gonna throw that in the atmosphere.
Yes, I love Bruno. Speaking in existence, it's coming for you. Speaking in existence.
Yes.
But who would be the lady that you want to collab with? Who would be the woman?
Oh my gosh. I would like to collab with Tori Kelly. I wouldn't sing much because I would just want to hear her sing the whole time, but I would love to collab with her so I can listen to her. She'd be like, it's your part, you're supposed to sing. I'd just be like, but no, yeah, definitely like to collab with her. She seems like she has just an amazing vibe all around.
Yeah, I agree. But what do you think is missing in today's music?
More singing and less just maybe like auto-tune or ear candy, more melodies, more harmonies, more vocals, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, I really am a fan of music in general. I grew up listening. My mom, like, she was a big music guru. Like, she would listen to like Vicente Fernandez, to like Leonard Skinner, to Boys to Men, to, you know. So I mean, Marvin Gaye. So we listened to everything. I used to do opera. I trained classically at a young age. So I love music in general. And I'm obviously, like, I was born in '86, so I love the '80s music and the '90s music. To me, there's nothing better than '90s R&B. I will never get past that. You know, and that was all vocals. Like, and then you have the singers like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, you know.
Right. Yes.
Barbara Streisand, you know, like a real vocalist that really sang. But in this, you know, today it's more just, I think, just making a dope, catchy line, you know, if it's just like a catchy line over and over again, but it works. And I love it too, you know. And even like my kids, they'll put me on, they're only 8, 5, and 4, but they'll put me on the music and I'm like, it's like this crazy techno, I don't know what, the one he has in the marshmallow head.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, in a way, it's nice, you know. There's some things I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's not bad. So I'm definitely used to a certain, you know, a certain style because I'm from that era, you know.
I gotcha.
I think I'm always gonna be biased.
I gotcha. So how do you feel about the new streaming that we do now with social media streaming, Spotify and everything? You know, because back in the day we had cassettes and, you know, all that there, but now it's like everything is just turned into digital and streaming. How do you feel about that? The new era.
It's definitely so different. You know, back when I was a kid, like you said, you know, someone had a crush on you, they made you a mixtape on a cassette, you know. And even like in the music world, back when I was in my peak in my 20s, you know, to put a song out, we had to go to radio station meetings and go on to a radio station tour where we'd meet with the PD and the MD and try to get a song played, and they'd put it on a bump it or dump it. And if it got bumped so many times, they'd put it in rotation. And depending on how many callers requested the song, then you'd go in a heavy rotation or a light rotation. And, you know, nowadays it's so different. Really, you don't even need radio as much, and it's all streaming, and it's really building a social media fan base. And even with labels, we'd have to try to get in with the label to get us out there. Now labels really don't want to sign you unless you already have the fan base and the numbers, and they look, okay, well, what are you making in Spotify? And I thought, you know, so it was definitely different because when I was in my peak with music, there was a time when I stopped doing music. I got married, I had my first child. There was like a big break. And so when I started kind of going back into music, it was a challenge because it was like a whole new world. And a lot of PDs and MDs that I knew weren't even MDs and PDs anymore. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, it's been different. So it was definitely different for me. And then I had to make I didn't know what Instagram was. I was like, what happened to MySpace? Like, no, I had to start an Instagram, and I was late on that. And I was on the Spotify. I just started my Spotify. Was it last year? I just started it. So it was different for me, but I think I'm getting used to it, but it's definitely a whole new world. And it's a lot to have to keep up with social media. It's like you have to do that every single day. You know what I mean? To really keep up with it. And yeah, it's different.
Okay. I got you. So I got one more question before we go into trivia. What advice would you give to someone that want to be an artist?
I would say if you want to be a singer, with social media being so big, make your whole page and create pages with as many social media platforms of you singing different songs. Save up that money to go buy a beat or go to a studio and record a song. Try to sign up for any competitions you can. Sing in the church choir to get your name out there. Any auditions that you hear of, go for it. Even if you fail or whatever, try to just keep your name out as much as possible. And then I would also say too, for the females, because I am a woman and social media is so big, don't find yourself trying to compare yourself to other people. Don't feel like you have to have so many views or so many comments and likes to be accepted, or, you have to remember social media, a lot of it is over exaggerated. A lot of it is fake. We're not always having the best day, ever. We're not always having, everything that we touch is gold or platinum. So just know that you have to go at your own pace, be you, stay true to yourself, and just be real. And just, if you believe in yourself, everyone else will believe in you. And if they don't, screw them and just keep doing you.
Awesome. I like that. I like that. But is there anything that you want to tell the audience or your fans out here before we go into our trivia?
Yeah, on my Instagram, if you have any questions, comments, Sophia Maria 702, 702 for Vegas. I represent Vegas. Go to my YouTube page, my YouTube channel, Sophia Maria 702. Subscribe, like, comment, thumbs up, even do thumbs down. I don't care. At least you view the video. And yeah, I'm excited. Hit me up about Sophia Maria merch at gmail.com. Any bookings, Sophia Maria Management at gmail.com. And make sure to check out my newest single, You Make Me Cry, on all music platforms.
Okay. Well, I got 2 trivia questions for you. Well, they're more basic questions, but let's get it. So the first one is, hold on. The first one is, what's your favorite cheesy pickup line from a guy?
You must be an angel because it looks like you fell down from heaven.
Okay, I like that one. Now the second one is, who would you trade places with for one day and why?
J-Lo. I just want to see what it's like waking up in her body and in her life. I would feel on my bonita like the whole time, like, wow, it's real, it's huge. I'm feeling that sun-kissed glow skin.
I can picture that. But I can picture you kind of like your music and your dancing and stuff like that. I can picture like that J-Lo style,
Compliment. That's dope. Love me some J-Lo. I don't think anyone doesn't like J-Lo.
I know, right?
Honestly,
she's awesome and a great entertainer. And that lady, she can dance, man. She can dance.
Yeah. Look at her, like she's what, 50, and she looks amazing.
Yes.
I mean, money always helps, when you have that kind of money, it helps. But there's a lot of people who have that money and they look like they don't take care of themselves. Like she just she looks like $1 million, but she looks amazing.
I got you. Okay. Well, I want to say thank you for interviewing with me, lady. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Continue your grind. I love what you do. I love your songs. You gain a fan here with me, and I look forward to you being in my magazine too. So we got to get those stuff going. But yes, just continue your grind. Don't give up. I love it. And like I said, I'm here to support and can't wait to see the film. Can't wait till the next single come out. And congratulations on everything you got going on.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, you have a blessed day. Be safe out there.
You too, Cici. Blessings and besitos.
Okay.